The Statue of Freedom, a hidden representation of Francis Bacon, secret founding father of the United States of America. Due to the expansion of the United States and the addition of new states, by the middle of the 19th century, the original Capitol building was no longer large enough, and new wings were needed for the Senate and House of Representatives. In 1850, Congress authorized the new extension and launched a competition for an appropriate candidate to oversee and direct the task that was won by the architect and Freemason Thomas U. Walter, a member of Columbia Lodge No. 91. The cornerstone of the extension of the U.S. Capitol was laid on the 4th of July 1851 by Benjamin B. French, Grand Master of the Grand Lodge of the District of Columbia. In 1851, Grand Master French received the degrees of the Scottish Rite, and in 1859 Sovereign Grand Commander Albert Pike conferred upon him the 33rd degree. In 1854, plans were set in motion to build a new dome for the newly extended Capitol building, one influenced by the Pantheon of Paris, St. Peter's Basilica in Rome, and St. Paul's Cathedral in London, built by the Bacon disciple and Grand Master of England, Christopher Wren. While the work on the dome proceeded through the Civil War and beyond, the House of Representatives moved into its newly constructed chamber in 1857, and the Senate into its chamber on the 4th of January 1859. By December 1863, the Statue of Freedom was atop the dome and its interior finished in 1866, with its ceiling fresco, The Apotheosis of Washington, by the Italian artist Costantino Brumidi. The Statue of Freedom, created by Thomas Crawford, stands as the most emblematic statue in Washington, D.C. It crowns the famous U.S. Capitol dome, a globally recognized symbol which hides a remarkable secret that, when revealed, will undoubtedly astonish people around the world. The statue is crafted to convey one interpretation to those unfamiliar with it, and a different one to those who are knowledgeable. Its actual hidden symbolic significance and connections remain unknown to the majority, yet they are recognized and comprehended by a select group within the Rosicrucian Freemasonry Brotherhood. The name Francis translates to free or freeman, representing freedom. Additionally, the Statue of Freedom, which is the most significant statue in Washington, D.C., the federal capital of the United States, serves as a veiled reference to Francis Bacon, the concealed founder of the United States of America. The symbolic statue features a female figure adorned with a helmet and shield, representing the goddess Pallas Athena, known as the Shaker of the Spear. This imagery is linked to Francis Bacon, who derived his nom de plume, Shakespeare, from her. The figure wears a distinctive helmet that grants invisibility, effectively concealing the identity of the person behind the Statue of Freedom. Bacon was the visionary behind the founding principles of the United States, inspired by his utopian work, New Atlantis. The rare 1641 French edition of Bacon's work, Wisdom of the Ancients, was printed with a very important and revealing frontispiece. It depicts Pallas Athena, goddess of knowledge and wisdom, brandishing or shaking a spear, hence Bacon's nom de plume, Shakespeare. Above her head she is seen wearing her helmet of invisibility, and on her shield of truth appear the two mottos: truth is enveloped in obscurity, and thus it shines in the shadows. 2 years after the Wisdom of the Ancients, a Dutch edition of Bacon's New Atlantis appeared at Utrecht in 1643. The symbolic title page of the Nova Atlantis also depicts Pallas Athena with her helmet of invisibility and the inscription E Flore e Fructu. On the title page of the 1653 edition of Bacon's works appears an emblem depicting Pallas Athena, goddess of knowledge and wisdom, usually seen shaking a spear from whence Bacon took his nom de plume Shakespeare, but in this instance bearing the inscription, "Nothing but the olive." The olive is a divine symbol of peace to the world, which features prominently on the Rosicrucian Freemasonic seal of the United States of America. The helmet of invisibility on the Statue of Freedom is surrounded by 5 pointed stars, which subtly indicate that the figure hidden behind the mask is Francis Bacon. These same 5 pointed stars are also featured on Bacon's coat of arms. Additionally, if we examine the shield on the Statue of Freedom, which invokes Pallas Athena, a veiled reference to Bacon's Shakespeare, we can see that it also includes several 5-pointed stars, thereby reinforcing the connection to the secret founder of the United States of America. On top of Freedom's helmet is an eagle or phoenix, another allusion to Bacon, who, in his Shakespeare play Henry VIII, identifies himself with the phoenix, saying he will create new nations, i.e. the United States of America, the truth of which one day would be revealed as promised on the title page of New Atlantis. Time brings forth hidden truth. The Statue of Freedom stands on a cast-iron pedestal topped with a globe, encircled with the motto E pluribus unum, which appears on the Baconian Great Seal of the United States and Baconian $1 bill, encrypted with numerous Baconian ciphers and other cryptic devices. The statue is 19 feet and 5 inches high, meaning that its height is 233 inches, a triple cipher for Francis Bacon. It was placed on the top of the iconic US Capitol Dome on the 2nd of December 1863, 287 feet above the East Plaza. The number 287 represents Fra Rosy Cross, Brotherhood of the Rosy Cross in K cipher. In Washington, D.C., all statues are now restricted to a maximum height of 19 feet, ensuring that the Statue of Freedom remains the foremost emblem of the Republic. Perched atop the US Capitol Dome, which is the most prominent representation of democratic governance globally, is a concealed statue of Francis Bacon, the secret founding father of the United States of America.